an American nutritionist made a discovery that completely changed everything she thought she knew about constipation. For years, she watched her patients struggle with the same problem. They would arrive at her office complaining of persistent abdominal bloating that wouldn't go away no matter what they tried. At first, like most people, she assumed that a bloated belly simply meant overeating. But she was wrong. What she discovered was far more disturbing. That swelling wasn't undigested food, nor fat accumulated from a poor diet. It was something much worse and more alarming. A large amount of hardened old waste trapped inside the intestines, creating a kind of internal blockage that no one could see but that many people could feel. This type of waste is not easily eliminated, and over time begins to seriously affect the body's overall health and well-being. Picture this more clearly. Inside your abdomen, you have approximately 25 feet of small and large intestines carefully coiled, taking up more space than most people imagine. That length is even greater than the size of most living rooms. Now imagine all those feet of tubing completely clogged with layers of old, dry, hardened fecal matter that hasn't been expelled properly. Instead of flowing as it should, this mass remains stagnant, accumulating a little more each day. Sometimes it stays there for weeks, and in more severe cases, even for months or years. This was not just an occasional bout of constipation, like what we've all experienced after a heavy meal. No, this was something far more serious. It was as if the inside of the body were filled with dry concrete stuck to the intestinal walls, making it harder and harder for food and waste to pass through. Comparing it to a pipe clogged with cement is no exaggeration. It's truly that difficult, that dense, that resistant. And the most frightening part is that the vast majority of people living with this condition have no idea it's happening inside them. They go about their daily lives without suspecting that much of their physical and emotional discomfort could be due to this silent internal blockage. The nutritionist began paying closer attention to the exact words her patients used. They didn't just say they felt full after eating. They used different, more unsettling expressions pointing to a deeper internal discomfort. They would say things like, "I feel something heavy inside, like something is stuck and won't come out," or "No matter what I do, that feeling doesn't go away." These statements led her to a revealing conclusion. The problem wasn't the body weight shown on the scale, but the invisible weight of waste building up inside the body, disrupting its function. Under normal, healthy conditions, the human intestine plays a crucial role, transporting and eliminating waste within 24 to 48 hours after digestion. Everything we eat should move through and exit within that time. But when the digestive system begins to fail, that process slows dramatically. Waste becomes stagnant, remaining there, immobile, gradually building up without us realizing it. What should be a natural, constant cleansing turns into a heavy burden the body can't release. Now think about what happens to any food left out on the table for several days. First, it dries out. Then it starts to change color, smell bad, and decompose. Finally, it becomes a toxic substance, dangerous to health. That's exactly what happens inside the intestine when waste isn't eliminated in time. The longer it stays there, the more water the body draws out of it, hardening it as if it were clay that then turns into cement. Eventually, it becomes so hard and stuck to the intestinal walls that not even the normal movements of the digestive system can dislodge it. But the most surprising thing is how the body tries to adapt to such an adverse situation. The intestine, far from giving up, begins to change shape to try to create space. It stretches, swells, and expands. Instead of functioning like an efficient machine, it turns into a bloated, distended tube struggling to do its job. That constant inflammation, that silent effort by the intestine to accommodate what it can't eliminate, is what many people feel is unexplained abdominal heaviness, as pressure that never goes away, as if they were always carrying something inside, because in reality, they are. That was when the nutritionist had her moment of revelation. The bloating she saw in her patients wasn't from overeating, but from a real internal traffic jam that had been forming for months, even years. And she noticed something else. These patients weren't just physically uncomfortable. They were emotionally drained, irritable, lacking energy, and in a bad mood for no apparent reason. This makes perfect sense when we understand the gut-brain connection, a direct line of communication between the digestive system and mood. When the gut is in trouble, it sends alarm signals straight to the brain. So this wasn't just a physical nuisance. Their mood, energy, and well-being were being dragged down by what was literally rotting inside them. The nutritionist realized she needed a completely different approach. Common laxatives didn't work because they were essentially trying to push concrete through a pipe. You can't force something that hard to move. First, you have to soften it, break it down, and lubricate it. So she began experimenting with a combination that would attack the problem from all angles, breaking up the hardened matter, hydrating, lubricating, and waking up the natural movement of the intestine that had been dormant. After months of trials with her patients, she found the ideal blend. 5 simple ingredients that work like a specialized cleaning crew for the intestines. First, papaya. This tropical fruit isn't just delicious and refreshing. It's also one of the most powerful natural remedies for hardened intestinal waste, and its benefits go far beyond what most people realize. Papaya is rich in an enzyme called papain, a highly effective natural softener with remarkable digestive properties. This enzyme works almost like a precision tool inside the digestive tract, breaking down the tough proteins that form the structural scaffolding of compacted waste. Imagine a sticky glue binding stubborn residue to the intestinal walls. Papain acts as the solvent, gently loosening that bond so the waste can finally detach and move along. But papaya's power doesn't stop with papain. It is also a superior source of 2 essential types of dietary fiber, each playing a different but complementary role. The soluble fiber in papaya has the unique ability to absorb large amounts of water, transforming into a smooth, gel-like substance. This gel envelops hardened waste, softening it from the outside in, making it easier to transport through the digestive system. On the other hand, insoluble fiber adds structure and bulk to stools, which is crucial for stimulating the intestine's natural rhythmic contractions, known as peristalsis, that push contents toward elimination. Adding yet another layer of benefit, papaya contains natural sugars like fructose, which, aside from being easily digestible, act as water magnets. These sugars draw extra moisture into the intestines, creating an environment where waste remains soft and mobile. This hydration effect not only supports smoother bowel movements, but also reduces the risk of rehardening during transit. The combined action of papain, soluble and insoluble fiber, and natural hydration makes papaya a multitasking ally, attacking the problem from all sides, breaking down, softening, hydrating, and stimulating movement. Second, prunes. Prunes, or dried plums, have long been recognized as a go-to home remedy for constipation, but very few people truly understand the science behind their effectiveness. Beyond their fiber content, prunes are loaded with unique bioactive compounds that directly target the intestinal muscles. In cases of chronic constipation, these muscles, responsible for creating the gentle wave-like contractions that move waste, can become sluggish or even forget how to function efficiently. Prunes contain phenolic acids and sorbitol, 2 natural substances that essentially wake up these dormant muscles. Phenolic acids act as gentle stimulants, encouraging the smooth muscle tissue of the gut to contract and relax in a healthy rhythm. Sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol, plays a dual role. First, it has a mild stimulating effect on bowel activity, and second, it works as an osmotic agent, pulling water into the intestinal tract. This influx of water softens stools from within, making them easier and less painful to pass. One of the most interesting aspects of prunes is how they work best when consumed at night. During sleep, the body enters a state of deep rest, free from the constant demands of daily activity. This calm environment allows the compounds in prunes to work uninterrupted, re-educating the intestinal muscles and restoring their natural peristaltic rhythm. By morning, the softened waste is primed for smooth, effortless elimination. When used consistently but in moderation, prunes don't just help clear out what's already there, they also help the intestine regain its natural function. Combined with hydration and other supportive ingredients, prunes transform from a simple snack into a highly effective, science-backed tool for long-term digestive health. Third, coconut milk. At first glance, coconut milk might seem like an unusual ingredient for improving intestinal health, but its unique nutritional profile makes it an exceptional ally for digestion. It is rich in medium-chain fatty acids, MCFAs, such as lauric acid, caprylic acid, and capric acid. Unlike long-chain fats that require complex digestion and are more likely to be stored as body fat, MCFAs are rapidly absorbed by the small intestine and sent directly to the liver, where they are converted into quick, usable energy for the body. This rapid absorption means they bypass much of the usual digestive strain, making them particularly gentle on the gut. But the true value of coconut milk in this protocol lies in its role as a natural lubricant. These healthy fats act like a light layer of oil inside the intestinal walls, reducing friction so that waste, especially hardened or bulky matter, can move more smoothly. This effect can be compared to oiling the hinges of a stiff door. Once the friction is reduced, movement becomes easier and more efficient. In addition to its fats, coconut milk is a notable source of magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in regulating muscle function, including the smooth muscle tissue of the intestines. Magnesium helps prevent spasms, reduces cramping, and ensures a steady rhythm of contractions, peristalsis. Without enough magnesium, the intestine can become sluggish, leading to further stagnation of waste. This combination of lubrication and muscle regulation makes coconut milk a two-in-one solution. It eases the passage of waste while encouraging the intestine to maintain its natural, healthy movement patterns. Fourth, oats. Oats are often thought of as just a wholesome breakfast food, but they are also a digestive superfood, particularly because of their high content of beta-glucan, a unique form of soluble fiber with remarkable health benefits. When beta-glucan comes into contact with water in the digestive tract, it transforms into a thick, gel-like substance. This gel acts like a soft net, binding together loose or fragmented waste particles, so they form a single cohesive mass that is easier for the intestine to move along and expel. At the same time, this gel coats the entire lining of the digestive tract with a protective, slippery layer. This not only reduces irritation caused by hardened waste scraping against the intestinal walls, but also helps soothe inflammation and protect the delicate mucosal lining. The result is a smoother, more comfortable transit with less discomfort during elimination. One of beta-glucan's greatest strengths is its slow, sustained action. After oats are consumed in the evening, the beta-glucan continues working steadily through the night, absorbing water, maintaining its gel structure, and keeping waste hydrated until morning. This prolonged activity supports a gentle yet effective morning evacuation, reducing the need for any harsh or urgent intestinal contractions. By combining the binding power of beta-glucan with its protective coating and long-lasting moisture retention abilities, oats become more than just a source of fiber. They become a structural organizer for the digestive process. This is why including oats in a nighttime protocol can significantly improve consistency, comfort, and overall bowel regularity. Fifth, extra virgin olive oil. While it may seem simple compared to the other ingredients, extra virgin olive oil is a powerhouse when it comes to supporting smooth, efficient bowel movements and overall intestinal health. Its benefits are rooted in both its nutrient composition and the way it interacts with the digestive system. Just a small teaspoon is enough to deliver multiple effects at the same time, making it an essential finishing touch for this protocol. First, extra virgin olive oil acts as a natural lubricant for the digestive tract. Its silky, oily texture coats the walls of the intestines, reducing resistance and friction. This lubrication ensures that waste, especially hardened or compacted matter, can move along more easily without causing irritation or micro tears in the mucosal lining. It's the same principle as greasing a mechanical part. Once it's coated, everything flows more freely. Second, this oil is loaded with powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, including polyphenols and oleocanthal, which work in a way similar to mild natural anti-inflammatory medications without the side effects. In the context of chronic constipation or intestinal irritation, inflammation is often present due to prolonged contact between hardened waste and intestinal walls. By calming this inflammation, extra virgin olive oil not only makes the elimination process more comfortable, but also promotes the healing of the delicate mucosal tissues. Third, extra virgin olive oil has the ability to stimulate the release of digestive hormones, particularly those responsible for triggering and regulating peristalsis. This means it doesn't just help move waste along. It actively encourages the digestive system to resume its natural rhythm. For people whose intestines have become sluggish or lazy from years of irregular bowel movements or reliance on harsh laxatives, this gentle hormonal activation is crucial for long-term recovery of gut function. Additionally, extra virgin olive oil provides healthy monounsaturated fats, which nourish the cells of the intestinal lining and support overall digestive resilience. These fats also help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, many of which play a role in maintaining a healthy intestinal environment. In short, extra virgin olive oil is much more than a cooking staple. It's the final activating agent in this blend, ensuring that all the other ingredients' effects are maximized. It lubricates, soothes, heals, and stimulates, turning a simple mix into a complete intestinal cleansing strategy. Preparation: blend 1 cup clean water, 1/2 cup fresh papaya chunks, 3 prunes, soaked if too hard, 1 tablespoon coconut milk, 1 tablespoon oats, 1 teaspoon extra virgin olive oil. Blend until completely smooth. Do not strain. Those fibers are essential for carrying and pushing out accumulated waste. Drink about 1 hour before bed, after a light dinner eaten at least 2 hours earlier. Then hydrate. Start sipping water 30 minutes after drinking the blend and continue into the night and throughout the next day. Results: most people notice improvements in less than 24 hours with a gentle, natural cleansing. No harsh laxative effects. Severe cases may need the blend for 2 or 3 nights in a row, but never more than 3 consecutive days. The goal is to reset the gut's natural movement, not rely on constant external aid. This protocol, tested on hundreds of patients, became a general recommendation for digestive issues, low energy, bloating, and even unexplained emotional distress. Each ingredient plays a clear role, working together as a safe, effective, natural solution. For those suffering from chronic constipation or persistent bloating, this may be the long-awaited answer, provided instructions are followed precisely. The results speak for themselves: visible deflation, discomfort gone, energy returning, and a true feeling of lightness and balance from within. If you found this information helpful, consider subscribing to our channel for more science-backed natural discoveries and share this with someone who may need it. Sometimes the most powerful solutions aren't in expensive medicines or complicated treatments, but in nature's wisdom and in recipes as simple as they are effective.